So one of my subscribers asked me to do a review, or rather an update on the tank here to see how things are going, specifically the spray bar and the overflow. So I'm doing that now. As you can probably notice, I got rid of the whole spray bar thing, and unfortunately it's not as pretty and all that as it looked before, but I haven't had time to paint stuff, so this is kind of a temporary thing. The spray bar just wasn't giving me enough water pressure, so I just kind of nixed that idea and just kind of went with a normal return. And I went from ½ inch to a full inch on the overflow here. The reason being, it was losing suction. I don't know what exactly was going on, but it would fill with air. This setup has been going for nearly a month now. No problems, no issues whatsoever. It's been great for me. Really I have no complaints, to be completely honest. So aside from the fact that again it doesn't blend in and it takes a little bit more space up, it's great. You can also see I moved the carbon back up to the tank simply because there just wasn't any room down below, which I'll show in just a second. A few new additions. I have a couple new snails, probably 10 more snails. Those were added simply because someone was getting rid of them from I'm in a local reef club here in Iowa. Someone was getting rid of them, so I went ahead and told them, hey, I'll take them off your hands. I also have a leather who, oh, he closed up, darn. He was open just a second ago. That blenny likes to harass it, unfortunately. The leather was up here, and he was perching. He's got nice yellow tips, so he's pretty cool looking actually. That's too bad. I'll get another video of him for you guys. And then I have an Aussie Aiken here. I actually had two of them, but one of them kind of melted down and died on me. I think the person that gave them to me cut them just 2 days before he gave them to me, so I think there was just too much stress involved. And then in the back here we have a green star polyp. I left everything still on the frags, on the frag plugs, just because I didn't want to stress it out too much. You can see I have a tiny bit of an algae problem. I actually think the base rock that I put in there had some phosphates that the algae's feeding off of. It's actually dying down a lot, which I'm real happy about. I have a little bit down here too. Man, I'm real bummed that leather's not nice and open for you guys. But anyway, the snails have been doing a pretty awesome job eating up that algae. Hopefully it goes away and doesn't come back. I haven't sucked any up off the ground here or off the sand bed, but I'll probably go ahead and do that on my next water change. Although, you know, I've done maybe one water change since my last video. I haven't really done anything, and everything's been testing out okay. There's various spots of snail eggs, which is pretty nifty. That's all we got from up there. So this is still kind of an unfinished project. I'm gonna kind of paint that a little bit nicer and finish that up there so it looks a little better. But we'll go back down to the sump. This is all just kind of added gadgets that are not necessarily necessary, but I went ahead and got them. Actually, the skimmer here, my mom sent me back from California because we weren't using it on the tank there, so she went and sent me that, as well as this is just a MaxiJet. This is just a MaxiJet pump that I went ahead and utilized. It's a MaxiJet 1200, and I'm just utilizing that, and I was able to return my other pump to Lowe's. She sent me 3 of those MaxiJets, so I have 2 backups in case I need them. I added a filter sock just because there was a lot of bubbling going on and a lot of You can see the sucks. Maybe you can't. The suck's kind of discoloring. I gotta wash it again, but it does pretty well. It's a pre-filter, and it kind of keeps the crud from. You can kind of see there's crud on the bottom of there. I gotta siphon that out, and then give this water a little movement. Sorry, I haven't really done anything in this tank for a while. It's kind of been on autopilot, to be honest. Other than feeding the blenny, I don't even have to scrape the walls, which is pretty stellar at all, really. So, or the glass rather, not the walls. So pretty happy about that. Haven't really done anything to the refugium. I'm probably going to add a light up here, and then, like I said, this is going to be kind of my mini refugium. I'll put maybe a deep sand bed, fill it up to kind of here, maybe a little more, and then put just a couple pieces of live rock, and then a nice piece of Cheeto or Callirpa or something like that. But I've been pretty busy, so haven't gotten around to there. But you know, everything's running okay. As far as the skimmer goes, it's a CPR Backpack 2. It does really well. I mean, I'm not producing a whole ton of skimmate, which kind of makes sense since there's just the one fish. But it does pretty well. So I've been pretty pleased with it, to be completely honest. Took me a little bit to get it on right, because it's made for a larger tank, and you know, not really tailor-made for the sump I have here, but you know, it works. I had to tweak this so that there was more time for the bubble to diffuse, so that they wouldn't be sucked back into the tank. But that's that for now. I will have more updates for you guys when I add. I'm probably going to be adding some clowns here. There's another person that said they were wanting to get rid of some clowns, so I'll probably be adding some clowns here soon. And you know, when I add those guys, maybe I'll do an acclimation video or something for you guys to look at.